Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back. We've done a little bit of stuff here, in between stuff. I've now got this beautiful Raichu. He's now incredibly strong. Look at that, 101 speed, 101 special, even 64 defense. It is not really the best defense, but he does know Thunder now. So, I used rare candies to give everybody up one level, and then I had an extra 2 that I gave to Raichu, which conveniently enough got him to learn Thunder. I don't know if you can hear that, but I got Hobbs a new scratch pad because he desperately needed one, and he is loving it. But I would prefer if he waited till I was done before he went back and used it. But such is the nature of the beast. He's super happy. Anyway, so Pikachu learns Thunder at level 43 exactly. It is possible to just teach him Thunder, but I needed him to be at a higher level anyway. And then once he learns Thunder, you can evolve him because, especially in Gen 1, once you evolve Pikachu into Raichu, that's it for moves. He's not gonna learn anything new, so you gotta wait till you're satisfied with all the moves he can learn, and then bam, give him the old stone. Easy peasy. I also had, it was Calcium and Carbos, which is, oh wait, no, hang on. Calcium? Yes, Calcium does special, Carbos does speed. I give them actually both to Lapras, because she needs them both. Like, Kadabra's pretty good in both of those things, and I knew Raichu was going to be pretty strong in both those categories as well. Oops, I just wanted to do stats here. Lapras could use a little bit more special, obviously, because of all the ice and water stuff she does know. And speed helps her out just a little bit because that gives her a better chance of going first in some battles. Next up on our list of things to do, we're going to do some shopping. We're going to actually go buy revives here because we're already here. I'm just going to buy 99 and see how many I have extra. Let's go. There's my 99 revives there. Got 5 revives there. It only stacks up to 99 in the Gen 1 days, so you gotta be careful about that. Any extras will just form a new pile, which I knew I had the room for. That's not too terrible. Next, we're going to get Hyper Potions. You can buy, I'll show you, you can buy like full restores and max potions here. No problem. That's just something that'll happen. But Hyper Potions, they heal 200 health, and they're cheaper than both of those things. So it makes sense just to go ahead, fly back to Cinnabar Island, and just get those magical potions. Like, most Pokemon don't need all the Hyper Potions. There we go, go the other way. Ooh, it's a little too expensive, apparently. Look at that. Look at that. I can't even go by tens. So let's just buy as much as we can. If I'd saved a couple... Yes, there we go. Hyper Potions. To be fair, I may not need all of these. This is just in case stuff goes wrong. Trying to see... Alright, let me see what that TM is. I've got it for a reason. I completely forgot. Okay, Blizzard is a good thing, and I am going to teach it to Lapras. I didn't bother looking it up, as I forgot. So let's just get that over with, so I could... I'm going to lose Water Gun. Like, I've got Surf. I have Body Slam in case none of those options work, but... just go for the old Blizzard here. Perfect. We'll stick with that. I'll stick with 78 Hyper Potions. That's not the worst thing in the world. So let's go with all this here. So one of the reasons I spend all my money on buying all that stuff is specifically because we're gonna use the Elite Four for training purposes. So whenever you lose like half of your money just about to your opponents, and then you teleport back to the Pokemon Center, right? But I'm actually going to heal just in case, because I don't know if I haven't healed. Usually I do this part in one go here, but I had to split it up. But if you don't have a lot of money in the first place, then losing even on the first battle isn't as bad as it could be. And it's like, alright, we'll just go back in there. So first up, we got Lorelei. So she has ice and water Pokemon. For the most part, we're going to be using Pikachu to take care of this fight. Well, rather Raichu now. I'm so used to having Pikachu this entire time. So you can see Dewgong, level 54. Quite a bit of a shot. Quite a bit of a difference between the Raichu and the Dewgong there. But it's okay. But it's alright. There we go, that's one Thunder down. So Thunder's a little bit tricky to use just because I think it's a 70% hit rate in Gen 1. You want to be it's like you can easily lose a battle just because you just missed. So the more hits we get with Thunder, the better. Also, having those critical hits, that's going to help Raichu out. And you can see it's like 2,000 points for taking out one of these Pokemon. A lot better than, I think it's like, you know, you're looking at probably 1,600 for good battles in the, I forgot who was being sent out. Slowbro, that's okay. That's what I get for not paying attention. But it's like 1,600 at best for doing like just the regular battles in the Victory Road cave. So I prefer just going here. Just going through all this. There we go. Raichu already strong. Alright, Jinx, yes, I will switch. I'm gonna switch for Charizard, because Jinx should be Psychic and Ice. Keyword here being Ice. There's our mighty Charizard. We're just gonna do a little Fire Blast. So Ice Punch here, it's unfortunate. Oh, Nelly. Yeah, it's super effective against Charizard, and I can't believe I missed with Fire Blast. That is exactly what I didn't want to happen. Look at this. That is the saddest of beans there. No worries, let me send out the Snorlax here. So, if you're really good with how match types up work, Ice normally is ineffective against Fire, but is super effective against Flying. And here in Gen 1, with how the coding works, they had to hand program these games very specifically. So here in Gen 1, instead of Ice moves dealing normal damage to Charizard, his secondary Flying type overwrites his Fire type in essence, and so it always will deal super effective. Oh no, not the confusion. No, not the confusion. But Charizard takes super effective damage from Ice-type moves as a result of that. It's unfortunate, but... Alright, this gets interesting now. Let's go with the Kadabra. Snorlax won't be able to take a hit, let's be real here. Yep, we'll just go with Psychic. Luckily, Abra's a fast boy. Let's hope that the Blizzard is special damage. Aha, sir! Thought you could get the best of me? I don't think so. Alright, now this gets tricky. This gets a tiny bit on the tricky side. I do have a Lapras. Just, you know, I've got it. We're just gonna start with Drill Peck, see what that does. It's about the same attack power as Fly anyway. Now the question is, can Fearow take a hit as super effective damage? No. No, that he cannot. Okay, Lapras. It's all or nothing, girl. It's gonna go with just the Body Slam because all my other moves will not be as effective. Oh, yes! Alright, so it's a confused Pokemon against a paralyzed Pokemon. Just no pressure there. Good thing you're using Confuse Ray multiple times. Saves me some trouble. Alright. Barely came out on top of that fight. To be fair, this is pretty much what I was expecting. So this is This is what goes down here, right? So after a fight, use all the healing stuff, bring the party back, and then if I lose on, you know, on like either the next fight or the fight after that, you just rebuy some of the stuff, basically try to get your amount of money as close to zero as possible, and then go back into the fight. It's not even a problem. I can do this all day. But this is how you get the training done. This is like, they're worth so many like good amount of experience points fighting the Elite Four that it's worth spending all my money to do so rather than trying to train up like inside the Victory Road cave and trying to get ahead that way. Might as well just use my money. It's why we fought everybody as much as we could for a good reason. We still actually have, in case this doesn't work out right, we still have a good amount. Alright, I'm gonna leave. It's not worth to use a Hyper Potion on my Lapras. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Let's actually send her out first. So Bruno is a rock and fighting type, which isn't necessarily a huge problem. Not necessarily. It can get a little bit difficult just because there's such a difference between the average level of my Pokemon versus his. But it's why we go for the types here. I will say this is a lot easier to try this kind of strategy in Gen 1 than it is in the remake Fire Red or Leaf Green. So, but to be fair, you can get a lot more experience points and levels up in the remakes. Alright, there we go, a fighting Pokemon. Indeed. Send out the mighty Kadabra. So Kadabra's all about the speed. He does not have the defense to take a lot of these hits. So we're basically hoping for stuff like that, where he just one-shots a Pokemon and then moves on with his life. You can also, like, in case Kadabra doesn't make it, we have Furo as well. Flying is very good against the fighting types, so I don't mind switching out if necessary. Alright, Lapras. I could also use ice moves against these guys. It's like against the Onyxes. It's very good, but we're saving those because there's dragons involved, and that's what we would rather use them on. So the first fight, like, this fight's going actually, like, super well just because of speed. We just have faster Pokemon than the Elite Four, apparently. And he likes to use X-Defense, so I guess we just work our way through that. Easy. Yes, level 42, baby. Trying to learn Reflect, we don't need it. This is not necessary. Yes. Just go for the offensive here. Job is done. Go face your next challenge. Okay, so we have Agatha, who likes to do the whole poison and ghost type. So we're gonna start with Kadabra, see how well this goes. So, the thing to remember, especially in later generations, is Ghost is super effective against Psychics. Ghosts aren't necessarily weak to Psychic types. It's like with the lineup here of Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar, it's their poison subtypes that make them weak to the Psychic. As a result as well, you can also use ground moves. It's one of the reasons we taught Snorlax Earthquake. Alright. So she does... There's a couple of Hypnosises here. It's one of the reasons we keep Pokeflute around. Because she likes to use it, because she has Dream Eater. And that's what we don't want. Sadly, Kadabra isn't faster than a Gengar. So we gotta roll with those punches. Okay. Not a bad way to go, if I say so myself. We got a Golbat. I am going to switch him out for the Raichu here. Golbat is flying poison, so while Psychic is still good, I'd rather save the Psychics for her ghosts. Just try to go use my other Pokemon here. I stuck with Thunderbolt just for more of the accuracy rather than like the power there. Alright, now we'll switch back to the Mighty Kadabra. Alright, be faster than this guy. It's just a tiny little thing I want. Yeah. That also is a possibility, you could just get confused. Alright, I'm gonna use Psybeam. Alright, Nightshade. So that should knock out the Kadabra. Highly unfortunate, but I have options. And you're like, probably wondering like, why Charizard? I'm actually probably just gonna go with Ember, but he does have Dig. Super effective against that poison type. Oh, Nelly. Trying to not use Fire Blast. But you leave me with no choice. Okay, see, now that's just rude. But Arbok got hit with Fire Blast and got burned. Time to go for a little Diggy Dig. Perfect. Hurt by the burn, yes. Oh, so close. But, okay, I was gonna say, but she could get hurt by the burn and die, and that didn't happen. So that's the other thing in Gen 1 is that trainers use items on their turn pretty much after this generation entirely. If a trainer uses an item, it has the right of way when it comes to speed. So you gotta watch out for that. It's one of those few things where, like, you can abuse it in a sense of, if your Pokemon is faster, you can get the hurt before they use potions and whatnot. I'm gonna see if I can get a successful dig going here. It's not going well, I can't even just get into the ground. Righto, Fire Blast it is then. It could just also put me to sleep. I guess that's an option too. Let me just... Oh, and the thing here too, in Gen 1, I might have explained it before, but gotta stress... what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Alright. But sleep here is powerful because even if you wake up, you still don't get to attack that turn. After this generation, they fixed that. Made it a possible thing. But by golly, it's one of the reasons we keep a hold of the thingamabobber, the Poke-Flute. Oh, nice! I was not expecting that to actually hit him. Like, the one hit, at least, with that. Was not really expecting it. This makes my life so much easier. But we keep around that Poke-Flute so that we can wake up, essentially only lose the one turn. Yeah, let's go with Snorlax. He's got all sorts of stuff. Look at this. He's got a Psychic, he's got an Earthquake. I'm gonna actually start with the Psychic, see if we can get stuff going with that. It's only just the one Pokemon. Boy, she's got loads of super potions, apparently. I'll just use them all up. Can't put my Snorlax to sleep, he's too energetic. He's known for his liveliness. Golly, if we actually do this in one go, I actually would be impressed. Because I was just doing this to showcase the strategy. I wasn't thinking that this was going to be a thing. We're actually going to make a good time if this does it. It'll be a little bit longer, but it shouldn't be like the 30 minutes that I did the last episode. I'm going to use the last revive way down here. So we're saving like the max revives, full restores, and whatnot for the final battle against Gary. Spoiler alert. There we go. Then use all the hyper potions. There we go. Just work our way up the food chain, and I will use it on Pikachu just so I can have everybody at full power. Okay, now I'm trying to remember who's first, and I believe Lance starts with the mighty Gyarados. So let's get that sorted out. Raichu just ends up earning a lot of experience points just because he's so useful. Just insanely good against pretty much a lot of first Pokemon. Like, at least if you would take into account of Gary the Champion at that point. There we go, Mighty Gyarados. See, if you know which Pokemon starts off for each Elite Four, then you can just always line it up and then worry about who's going next afterwards. Not even a problem, sir. Alright, we're gonna switch. We're gonna bring out the Mighty Lapras. Usually she's further down the list, but because of all the switching around and whatnot. Time to use the Mighty Blizzard. Good thing you're getting more speed because you're already faster. Nice crit, by the way. Good job, Lapras. Good job, Lapras! It's what we needed. Alright, so I got another Dragonair. I'm gonna use Ice Beam this time round. Here we go. Good old Slam, not too worried about it. It's just a basic move. Alright, Ice Beam can almost take a Dragonair out in one go. It's possible if Lapras were one level higher, then it could actually take it. The Aerodactyl, I am actually gonna switch it out. Actually, I'm trying to think about it. Should be fine. Let me go with the Raichu. So Aerodactyl's rock and flying. Gives him some very interesting things to work with. Gives it just so ground is wow. Was not expecting critical hits. It was very rude. Because I kind of need the Lapras for the next Pokemon. That's a problem. Let me think this one through here. I don't have a lot of options. Raichu was kind of the other option. Lapras is the best option. And see, normally I'd be like, oh, it's a rock Pokemon, I'll just use a ground type. Joke's on them. Alright, let me use Kadabra. Kadabra's fast. Faster than a level 60? Not quite sure about that. That would be a no. Not as fast as a level 60 Aerodactyl. Alright, hopefully we don't need that Psychic. Alright, we're gonna try a Psybeam. Okay, so he does have Hyper Potions. After everyone's been using Super Potions. Nice! I need another crit. Okay, so Hyper Beam. That is unfortunate. I didn't think he had to use that move, honestly. I don't think he had to. I think he could have just been like, no, bro. Alright, yeah, let's go with Snorlax. See if we can work our way around this. I'll go with the Psychic. So, Hyper Beam normally, you have to recharge for the move. But, if you simply knock out your Pokemon the first time, so that was not good. That was exactly terrible. But if you knock out your Pokemon, the opponent's Pokemon in Gen 1 with it, you don't have to recharge. It's an interesting loophole of using it. Alright, Charizard. Got literally nobody good for this. Like, just about everybody is terrible. Beep, 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 beep. Just do a Fire Blast. I only have the one left, and we gotta use it somehow. Okay, good. As long as it knocked out the Aerodactyl. As long as it did that. Welcome to the world of 42s, Charizard. He's actually quite fast. Okay, now we send out Lapras. Golly, this could be the end of me. To be fair, we're talking a 20 level difference now going up against Lance here. Like, it's quite amazing we've gone this far. Okay, alright. That is... think we've done it. Think we've met our match, which is fine. We actually did incredibly well going through the first time through. Did an amazing job, but I don't think Fearow is going to be able to handle Dragonite. Not with just the immense power that he holds. And then doing stuff like this, like raising his speed, raising his defense with Barrier. You know, don't worry about it. At this point, is Ember going to be gonna deal more damage? I'll never know the answer. I will know the answer! Oh, well, if it's a critical hit, it will be. Yeah, oh, sir! The worst part is, too, is I think each of the trainers here can use 2 potions, possibly 3. And because he used 1, doesn't necessarily mean he's out of tricks. Okay, so we don't go first with Fearow. Not too surprised by that. Slam, there we go. Alright, yep, this goes well. This is about to go well. Alright. Still, we got a good number of level ups. Just go back and heal. Wait, nobody has to heal up. It does it for me. Never mind. Go back and buy stuff. So, I had quite a bit of money, but now I'm up to 9,000. I started with 800. This kind of just puts into perspective, like, why my strategy of buying everything after you've spent pretty much no money throughout most of the game is a solid one. Because we got Raichu, who earned, at least it was Raichu earned a level, Lapras earned a level, Charizard and Kadabra. And I don't think Fearow earned any points. Possibly Snorlax didn't get any as well. But when we go back through, pretty much these Pokemon that leveled up will gain another level up, meaning that they'll get even stronger. Can't possibly go wrong here. So we're gonna actually just go buy Hyper Potions. Just, if I could, you know, up this way. Yes, here we go. Perfect. 6 Hyper Potions. Like, it's not a whole lot, considering how much stuff I used. But, like, it just refunds a small portion of it. Plus, if I lose again on the first round, again, not the worst thing in the world. But we shouldn't, since we made it to Lance pretty easily, actually. But that is it for this episode. Yep, going just a tiny bit over time, but well worth it. We will be back. I'm thinking of next time, I'm actually going to go back into Victory Road and facing the trainers inside there just to earn a little bit more cash, earn some experience points for my Pokemon. But I will save here. We'll go back and put ourselves back in that path if I decide to go and do that. But until next time, I hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.